While Young Sheldon Season 7 should still keep its title character in touch with his family, the spin-off could use the Big Bang Theory's canon to expand his horizons. One major problem that Young Sheldon faces is the fact that its hero doesn't belong in his small-town family. The idea that Sheldon is a fish out of water in a small Texas town is nothing new. This provided Young Sheldon's early seasons with some of its biggest laughs. However, as the Big Bang Theory spin-off started taking the rest of the Coopers more seriously, it became harder for Young Sheldon to integrate its eponymous hero into the show. Young Sheldon Season 6's finale hit its Sheldon problem by sending him to Germany for the summer. This meant that Sheldon was largely off-screen during the events of Young Sheldon Season 6, Episode 22, A Tornado, a 10-hour flight and a darn fine ring. Without Sheldon around, Young Sheldon was able to focus less on the show's more overtly comedic elements. Thus, in the episode, Missy and George Sr. went through a tough fight, Mandy and Georgie got engaged, and Mima's secret gambling room got exposed and destroyed by a tornado. These plots would not have been as dramatic with Sheldon providing comedic relief. Moving Sheldon to Germany for the summer was an effective dry run for the spin-off to start separating its hero from the show's supporting stars. Sheldon going to Germany, albeit with Mary, for the entire summer meant he could function as a character outside the family unit. Since Young Sheldon Season 7 promises more family drama between Missy, George Sr., Mary, Georgie, and Mima and Dale, the Big Bang Theory spin-off could double down on this approach. However, this only works if Sheldon isn't around for a lot of these plots, thanks to his flourishing academic career. Ironically, getting Sheldon out of Texas could improve his family dynamic. Already, Mary accompanied Sheldon to Germany, and George Sr. took him to Caltech for the first time. However, Young Sheldon shouldn't stop there. One of the most purely comedic episodes in the spin-off's recent history was Young Sheldon Season 5, Episode 12, A Pink Cadillac in a Glorious Tribal Dance. This episode saw Sheldon attend Comic-Con for the first time and proved that the character is in his element when he's forced into unfamiliar circumstances. Sheldon doesn't thrive in new settings, but his struggles prove hilarious for viewers. In contrast, Young Sheldon Season 6's tiresome workplace stories proved his current college plots have not been worked recently. Getting Sheldon out of his hometown for field trips could allow the character to get more space from his family. This would lead to more solo adventures for Sheldon, like his Comic-Con trip, which could make the show's comedy flow more smoothly. In Young Sheldon Season 6, Sheldon occasionally crossed paths with Mima, Missy, and the rest of the family but was rarely integral to their stories. If he were venturing out into the big bad world on his own, Sheldon could go on self-contained adventures that prove more satisfying than Season 6's lengthy, ultimately pointless Grant database arc. That said, viewers need not worry that this would spell an end to Sheldon's bonding with his relatives. Sheldon could, after all, bring a chaperone on his trips. In Young Sheldon Season 3, Episode 16, Pasadena, George Sr. brought Sheldon to Caltech for the first time to attend a talk from Stephen Hawking, leading to many sweet moments between the pair. After his trip to Germany, Sheldon could visit further universities. Since the Big Bang Theory canon dictates that he won't end up attending these universities, Young Sheldon Season 7 could stage fun one-off stories on these campuses. Knowing Sheldon doesn't ultimately leave Texas just yet keeps his family links alive. The more that Sheldon visits schools out of state, the more Young Sheldon can begin to pair him off with individual characters in the Cooper clan. Currently, Sheldon's work at the university means he rarely interacts with Mima or Georgie. It is mostly Missy and Mary whose subplots intersect with Sheldon's stories, and Missy's teenage rebellion means she can't stand her brother. Young Sheldon Season 7 should pair Sheldon off with Georgie, Mima, or Missy week by week. This new approach would allow the show's ostensible lead character to reconnect with its new stars during these field trips, while Sheldon or his family's behavior could rule out potential universities. While Georgie's Young Sheldon love life might make it tough for him to ferry Sheldon around campus, Missy has already shown that she desperately wants to attend college parties wherever possible. It would be believable for George Sr. and Mary to send Sheldon and Missy to visit a prospective college together to test Missy's commitment to good behavior, and this could result in all manner of hijinks. This storyline could also allow Young Sheldon Season 7 to revisit Missy and Sheldon's often ignored friendship. More broadly, these plots could also see Sheldon side with his family over snooty faculty members, thus improving Sheldon's relationship with the Coopers. Already, many of Sheldon's storylines take place at the university. Staying in his dorm has allowed Sheldon to go through entire episodes without interacting with his family. As such, it is not a huge new step for the Big Bang Theory spin-off to start increasing the distance between the family's small-town adventures and Sheldon's trips further afield. Sheldon's trips out of town could allow the spin-off to explore more ambitious, large-scale stories while also fleshing out Sheldon's relationship with his family. They would also act as comic relief against the show's darker, more serious plots. Currently, Sheldon is a comical character who barely bears any connection to the Cooper family. The Coopers are involved in interesting, engaging stories, but the show's central character is adrift. Young Sheldon Season 7 could see the series return to its original premise if Sheldon were to be chaperoned across America by various members of his family en route to various institutions of higher learning. This road trip setup would let Sheldon and the Coopers reconnect, bringing the show back to its roots before The Big Bang Theory's next spin-off. Thus, The Big Bang Theory's canon can help fix one of young Sheldon Season 7's major issues.